adventure.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's May 19th.
It is.
So, what you got going on right now?
We've mentioned it in a number of the past episodes, clips, I don't know. The fridge. Oh, it's always the fridge and how we're going to anchor it down somehow. So this is a small apartment.
Nightmare.
Small nightmare, yes. It's a small apartment fridge, 110, but it's extremely low wattage. I think it's like 7 watts or something like that at running, and I think even, I don't know, I have to pull up the specs. But problem is that it's not designed for being really anchored down. It's made to be slid out, and the whole world isn't moving around, moving along with it, and so essentially have to secure it to the floor and to the ceiling. I saw a number of YouTube videos, and even for latches and things, there's been stories of people putting latches on these, and there's like electric for the heating and cooling system for defrosting and keeping the door seals and everything. So they've punched through and they've failed the fridge for that sort of stuff. So I was just trying to look into what I can and can't do, and I just need to use the existing feet and anchors. So I'm taking off the feet from here, and I found screws that will work. So I'm going to build a platform of sorts out of nuts and bolts and anchor the bottom section, cleat here, and then a catch up top, just to keep it from bouncing around too much and hold the top still while the bottom is anchored down. So that's the idea. Hopefully I don't mess up my alignment and I get all my measurements just right. So that's what I'm working on today.
And that's so difficult because nothing to start off with this camper was aligned or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not easy.
The reason why we had to build the platform was to get it up over the wheel wells, because you don't want the fridge sticking out an additional 10 inches or so. But to get a measurement off the wall isn't exactly square. The wheel wells are definitely not square. They're bowed out. So just trying to get measurements off of everything is
a small nightmare.
Yeah.
But you're doing well.
Yeah.
It looks like you built a cart to be able to slip it out.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to take the whole fridge out because I still needed to move things back and forth. So I have a cart that's supporting the height right now.
Are those the wheels off of one of the crates?
Yeah, one of the crates that we've reused for a lot of the parts. A lot of the metal pieces around here we've reused. So yeah, it's off of one of those.
Those 2 crates have been amazing.
Yeah.
As far as
they've really come in handy
for material, for theming, they've just been amazing.
And being able to move around and get all of this together, Laura did such a great job cleaning up all my tools, because I go from one project to another and just kind of there's a tornado aftermath debris behind, and as I keep moving forward, it takes time to
and the drill bits and the screw, of those,
the bit sets,
and the drill.
Yeah.
They're small, so they get laid down, and I was finding them everywhere. It was like an Easter egg hunt. Oh, another driver, another bit. Oh.
And as hard as I try to put a lot of the stuff back in a similar location, things get drawn outside and around the corner, and they don't always end up where they need to go.
Sometimes you don't see them, and you go to blow off a table outside. So I was finding them on the ground. I was finding them.
And we've had a number of rainstorms come through, and so the rain's coming, so you just gather up all the stuff and get it inside to where it doesn't ruin the tools, and all the little pieces.
Yes, sometimes,
get left behind.
I also epoxied and painted this yesterday. I think by doing it the same as the floor, that's not flooring, that's a Luan panel that I've painted and epoxied. You know, it's just your basic. But I think it ties in nicely to the floor. What do you think?
I think so. I think doing this at the side of a wall just kind of makes the whole place look a little bit bigger. The color kind of, your eye catches that color and just kind of...
I did the same thing with the bathtub and the countertops.
Seemed to work pretty nice to just make the whole place look more open, even though it may not be.
Even though we've got so many aesthetic details that could make it look cluttered and small, I think some of the things that we've done with color and textures,
at least down at your foot level, makes the whole place just
appear bigger. Well, and so much lighter. If you remember, everything in here was dark wood before.
Right.
And yeah, we still have some darks, you know, with the cabinets and the stove and the fridge, but overall I think our space has...
Even with the lights off, just because of the lighter walls, the light reflects around the space inside a lot more. Just with the skylights and some of the windows, even though the windows have some pretty strong window block, what do you call it? Tint.
Well, and we are also in our backyard, which is always very shady.
Yeah.
So, and I mean shady in the way of having shade, not shady in the way of Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Like anybody young knows who that is, even.
I don't even know if I know who that is.
You don't know who Slim Shady is? Come on. Let's get to work, babe.
Yep.
Do you need me for anything yet?
I think I'm good. It's just going to take some time to make sure I get these measurements right and hopefully don't mess it up.
Well, then I will leave you alone. I've got some other things that I've got to work on. Right. So, love you bunches.
Love you too. Always an adventure.
Always. That's it for this Lake Alameda update. We're so glad you hung out with us. If you enjoy unique projects like this, you need to explore the rest of our channel. We're not just about flipping this RV. We're all about adventure, creativity, incredible food, and turning trash to treasure. We've got videos on our travels all over the world, our deep love for animal conservation, and fun DIY projects that cover everything from house flipping, RV renovation, to furniture flipping. We even have a bunch of videos showcasing our personal artwork. And for those who love a good theme, you'll find our passion for cooking, party planning, and theming in videos of themed dinners and cake decorating. I even FaceTime cook with my 88-year-old dad once a month. If you've got a curious brain, our channel is definitely the place for you. Hit the subscribe button, explore our travel and renovation playlist, and we'll catch you on our next adventure.